Justin Baldoni war with Blake Lively, which seems to be, initially I felt quite sorry for Blake Lively, then I've been reading all the messages between them all, and which he's been putting out obviously, and it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
In Blake Lively's amended complaint, Blake Lively mentions that there are 2 other unnamed actresses from the set of It Ends With Us that can corroborate the same story, basically saying that Justin Baldoni is a very, very bad man. But did Hollywood Reporter...
The backstory here, Blake Lively essentially threatened, you could say, Justin Baldoni, calling Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds her beautiful little dragon monsters that she sometimes has to use to get what she wants done.
Sparking a flurry of reactions from both fans and critics, Lively attempted to defend herself, but Morgan's biting comments appeared to leave her momentarily speechless, making this one of the most buzzed-about TV confrontations in recent memory.
Now, spray gunning each other with as much dirt as they can possibly do, having spewed lovey-dovey stuff at each other for months on end. And again, critical drink here, this is in your world. You know, I thought it was a great film. I gotta say, I've not been to the cinema and actually sat through a movie and been as quiet as a thinking as I was to that in a long time. Very, very well done. A, do you agree? And B, what do you make of these two now just trying to destroy each other in public?
Well, A, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't speak.
It's really good, honestly. I highly recommend it. I thought it was great. And they're both great in it.
Drama. Yeah, I mean, as for the drama between them, like, if what he's alleging is true, she sounds like...
Adapted from Colleen Hoover's 2016 best-selling novel, the film explores deep themes of domestic violence and misconduct. Blake Lively stars as Lily Bloom, a woman grappling with a turbulent relationship that shifts from intense love to painful chaos. Given the sensitive nature of its subject matter, the film required a careful and considerate promotional strategy, recognizing the potential emotional impact on survivors and audiences.
Right, it covers domestic violence, but it's not about domestic violence, it's about it.
Let's talk about the way that Blake Lively has been promoting It Ends With Us and how it's problematic, especially for a movie about domestic violence. So you might have seen this promo video. It's still on the It Ends With Us TikTok account. In this video, she is sitting next to, I believe, Colleen Hoover, and she tells the viewer to grab your friends wearing their florals and go see the movie, implying this is a lighthearted movie, rom-com, chick flick, and it most definitely is not. Full disclosure, I haven't seen the movie yet. I've seen a lot of TikToks about the movie, and I've heard that the movie itself and the domestic violence portrayed within it drew audible gasps within the movie theaters and then sobs people as well. So marketing it as this is this. The character's name in the film is Lily Bloom, and she has been wearing a floral. Critique here would be that it's not about you, and it's not.
You don't often see messy women in film. I think it's a film that's important to be made because, just as an actor, I'm not often given the opportunity to tell the story of a woman that really experiences the entire spectrum of female or any human experience, you know? Like when you experience pain or trauma or darkness or sadness, that's your character. Or if you're light and levity and love and joy and hope, then that's your character. You don't often see a woman that gets to be so multifaceted because you don't often see messy women in film. And so to be able to be a woman who's contradicting herself, but yet it makes complete sense, and seeing the messiness of the human experience, I think, is a beautiful thing to see because it makes people feel seen and not alone. And you know, that's how I felt when I read Lily.
However, Lively's promotional approach has faced criticism. Critics argue that some of the marketing strategies seemed insensitive, particularly given the film's serious themes. For example, the release of a hair care line and the introduction of themed cocktails, like the Ryu, referencing a problematic character in the story, were widely condemned. Many felt these promotions prioritized commercial gain over the film's core message, sparking debates about the appropriateness of such titles.
Filming it and focusing on my parents first. I can't really speak to the entire movie, but specifically for this one scene,
The only time that we did see her was like specifically when she was filming. I want to say she pulled up like 10 minutes before shooting, discussed a little bit, then we came over bowling, and then pretty quickly cleared out. But I honestly don't know how much interaction she had with bystanders. There were a lot of people who wanted autographs, like a photo, or get signed, but they blocked off basically the entire film during the time of filming. So I'm not sure about how any of her interactions went, if there were any at all. But I will say she did drop it.
Lively has openly shared her expanded role in It Ends With Us, where she not only portrayed the lead character, Lily Bloom, but also took on a substantial behind-the-scenes role. She expressed great pride in her contributions, emphasizing that her work as a producer was far more demanding than her acting. Lively remarked, "The work I did as a producer was far more all-consuming than anything I did playing Lily. I was involved in everything. There was nothing I didn't touch on this film." Ballon alleges that Lively attempted to alter a crucial rooftop scene and enlisted her husband Ryan Reynolds, along with her close friend Taylor Swift, to sway his approval. According to Baldoni, this took place during a meeting at Lively's New York penthouse. Swift's surprise appearance and her praise for Lively's script seemed to pressure him into accepting the proposed changes. He saw this as a calculated effort to use Swift's influence to support Lively's creative vision.
Couldn't see that as Blake is he trying to strong arm take over every part of Kate's movie. She, out of the blue, he wrote part of the script and then gave it to Justin for him to see if he liked it and if they could put it in the movie. She's not the writer of the movie. And then Blake told him that he should come over to her and Ryan Reynolds' house and talk about that part of the shoot. But when he arrived, to his surprise, her best friend Taylor Swift was there, imploring him to use Blake, saying it is the single best thing she's ever read in her fucking life. And keep in mind, this is all about career advancement for Blake Lively. Taylor Swift has been one of the people supporting her in doing that and will be pretty ruthless for her and succeeded. She even let Blake Lively direct her first project ever, which was a music video.
Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on.
Correct.
And we're not talking War and Peace. And then she wanted to ixnayed all of the wardrobe choices, because when you're making a movie about a poor woman who's suffering from domestic violence, you want her to look like she has money.
Right.
That Blake said.
That's what she did.
She looks like she has money.
Yep.
And she's dressing in florals, and then she's going on this press tour. Her liquor line and her hair care line, because that's what women who are trying to escape with their lives are worried about.
That's what generated her negative press and led to a series of clips of her being insensitive in one way, shape, or form with other interviewers in the past.
Complicating matters further, Baldoni claims that Lively hinted at withholding Swift's song, My Tears, ricochet from the film's trailer, unless her editorial input was included. He refers to a text exchange with a Sony executive, suggesting that Lively's approval of the trailer was dependent on her involvement in the editing process.